All right, it is time. This infinite investment game. I talk about alternative investments, and I also talk about other collectibles. And this is not particularly financial advice. This is mostly for entertainment purposes only, but also hopefully you will be a smarter collector, and you'll be smarter for what you buy and don't buy in a collectible space. I'm specifically talking about sports cards and this crazy hype machine we call the 1/1 triple Logoman for LeBron James. I believe the Logoman patches are all game worn patches, specifically from a jersey he wore when he was playing for Cleveland, Miami Heat, and also the Los Angeles Lakers. He has had, he's won a championship in all three teams. LeBron James is probably by most considered the second most. So this card, I believe, is going to be sold on Golden Auctions. Congrats for whoever pulled this card. I believe that it's not fully graded with a grade, which is disappointing. Probably because it's very hard to grade, and it's probably better to grade it with BGS because it's a thicker card. PSA is probably going to give it like a 7 or a 6 or something like that. But I do think this is a very interesting thing. I think a lot of people in the sports car hobby see that card prices are declining across the board, and they think this is going to jumpstart the hobby. So they're pumping it as high as it possibly can go. Talking about it can go to $5-6 million. Is there anything that really sold like this? There are a few things. Unfortunately, this doesn't have any autos, right? That would have been nice. He also had an autograph with this. It is authentic, so it's not fake. But I do think another thing is that everybody kind of wants this to sell at an all-time high. Or the highest for a sports card, period. The issue is I have with this is LeBron James is still playing. And, the best way I can put this is I got some controversy for saying that LeBron James is a speculative investment. And all the reason I said that in one of my videos was because I guess at the time when people were just crazy about his cards, were that was really he was still playing, and people were kind of speculating like what else he's going to accomplish in his career, even though he hasn't done it yet. And these things were that he was going to win 6 or 7 championships, he's going to win 5 or 6 MVPs, and he was going to be by unanimous decision the best basketball player to ever play the games, eclipsing Michael Jordan. And basically there's no other guys who are going to be coming after him after that are going to surpass him either. He's going to be undisputed, and everybody's going to agree with this. And this is what a lot of the discourse were talking about, and they assumed that each season was going to win MVP in a championship, which he didn't win one championship with the Lakers, but he hasn't won MVP. He probably won't win another MVP in his career. And he probably won't be making any more first-team All-NBAs. It may be second or third. Who knows? He may have one more year like that. He'll probably get the Kareem all-time scoring record. But I don't think there's still a lot of people, especially Gen X and baby boomers, think Jordan is the GOAT. And there's a lot of millennials that think Jordan is the GOAT. So that's kind of the issue right now. I do think so what do I think about this price? I don't think it's going to be $5 or $6 million. Will it sell for something high? Yes. They're going to start the bid at $500,000, which is interesting. I think they should just start at 99 cents and make everyone feel like they got a chance to like getting this thing. And then you get more bids, and then people really get caught up in it. But I guess they're doing that because they're afraid that something could screw up and maybe they didn't promote it enough or whatever. Because normally it take months to promote something like this because for people to find out. And then it sells for like $96,000, which will look horrible. Maybe not 96, maybe like 250,000. So you're gonna start at 500,000, and then some people are gonna probably put in bids. My guess is sells for $800,000 to $900,000, maybe $1 million, but I think it's gonna be closer to that. Maybe it sells for $2 million, but I don't think it sells for close to $6 million. I think that's quite a bit, and I don't think this is going to be the most expensive sports card ever. To say that, you will have to say that like LeBron James is the most desirable sports card ever. And I guess there's some LeBron rookies and other cards of his that people probably really desire. Especially if you're not a huge memorabilia fan. If you like more autos, you like more refractors, auto refractors, and then high graded cards like PSA 10, BGS 10, Black Label 10, SGC Gold Label 10, stuff like that, then this isn't going to be the thing that excites and gets you excited. So that's something else to think about. I mean, I'm seeing Golden hype this up, PSA hype this up, a lot of other channels that are trying to hype this up. It's a lot of speculation with this card and LeBron James. And it's not even about what LeBron James is going to do. It's more just about, like, what could this sell for? And it's going to sell for a lot of money. But I think it's hard to appraise because name another triple logo man of someone, let's say, I guess LeBron James caliber that's sold of the same player, right? Like you don't really see this from Jordan because he didn't play for 3 teams. You don't see this from other players, memorabilia from other teams as well that they played for. So this is a very unique thing, and I think it's very, very hard to appraise. So people are like, oh, well, it's going to be easy to appraise. It's 5-6 million. That's the hype that they're trying to get it to. So there's more flood in the sports card market. Specifically, there are going to be floods. People want to grade cards because like, oh, you can, get a card graded and it could be worth millions, buying packs of cards. If I pull this one-on-one card, I could sell my one-on-one card for millions of dollars too and play the lottery. Same for pretty much anything, right? Like same for sending stuff to golden auctions, same for sending things to heritage, things such as that. So I think keep that in mind. I do think there are buyers just because you're not going to see another one like this sell. And the person who's going to try to sell it is probably going to sell it for more, or they just won't sell it. So, it's probably a safer investment, but it's still a little bit of speculation, really just because LeBron James is still playing. And, a lot can happen long term. If somebody whoever's buying this is going to be a long term hold. But it'd be very interesting to see. Let me know what you think. Let me know, do you think if it's gonna go to millions of dollars, or is it just gonna sell for 700,000, 800,000, which is still a lot of money. And yeah, like, what do you think about this? Is this gonna change the hobby? My opinion is no. Is it gonna reinvigorate new interest in the hobby? Let me know.